What is going on, peeps? Yeah, yeah, me and my Chihuahua here, we're fighting over my last pistachio nut. I had it in my hand. I was reading it. She just came up and took it out of my hand. Like, what the hell? I grabbed it out of her mouth and she bit me. A little booger. Anyway, she really likes her pistachio nuts. Anyways, it was just funny because she doesn't bite me. She's a really sweet dog unless you're a stranger coming into her house. Then she's Yoda. Okay, she's like a flying freaking Jedi master biting you all over the place. She does not like outsiders in here. But anyways, she just bit me over a damn pistachio nut. Anyways, don't want to bore you with it. But nonetheless, look at our boy Al-Kadimi. I am not going to lie, man. This guy is starting to look like Superman out there in Iraq. Things are getting done. Things are looking good. I've read again on Stars and Stripes. If you haven't been there, I would highly recommend you go there because there's a lot of great articles about what's going on in the fight against ISIS. It's really good. So, anyways, just a quick reminder, everybody, that I have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. I will leave a link in the description. Encourage you guys to come join us. It's free to do so. Excuse me. Anyway, we talk about everything from the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnam dong, as well as gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies. Speaking of silver, bought 30 more ounces today. Man, right now is the time to get. I know it just keeps climbing up little by little. I still think there's opportunity for it to come down, but we'll get past that and talk to that in another video. Anyways, I know a lot of you guys like this other channel or this other group of mine that's growing really fast too. It's a conspiracy type of channel. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I encourage you guys to come over and check it out. We talk about everything here from 9/11 to this pandemic and you name it, false flag events, the whole 9 yards. So come on over. It's free to join. I will leave a link in the description for this one as well. So check them both out. All right. Let's get into our boy Al-Kadimi. And again, I do want to squash something. Nobody has yet been able to prove this rumor, and I don't know where it's coming from. The rumor that the lower denominations are being printed. Where you guys got this from, I have no idea. I have a feeling, though, it's from another guru, or guru, whatever you want to call him, because there's no articles out there about it. There's no nothing, unless it's somebody getting special messages again. But for the most part, no, there's no evidence of it. So if you guys see that, let me know. Okay? And as far as the rumor that I heard going around, I will say this. Yeah, I heard about the $3.38 Iraqi dinar rumor. Yes, I heard about it. Yes, I saw an article. But what you guys might have missed was this was something that was talked about back in 2011. And I can't tell if the article that I saw was from an actual news article or was it just somebody chatting in one of those chat rooms. But nonetheless, again, it's an old article and they could say what they want to say, but until they do it, that's something altogether different. Al-Kadimi sends the Minister of Finance to Saudi Arabia for this reason. So look at Alawi on Thursday went to Saudi Arabia with an envoy of the Prime Minister Al-Kadimi to discuss bilateral relations and encourage investments. So he's not just encouraging investments over there in Saudi Arabia, which is definitely the partner you want to have. They're one of the richest nations, and they could pump a lot of money into this country really, really quick. Them and the United States, of course. Kadimi's office said in a statement seen by the news, the Finance Minister Alawi heads to Saudi Arabia as an envoy from the Prime Minister. He's added that the minister will discuss bilateral relations and economical conditions. Yeah, so Saudi Arabia is also part of the Arab Monetary Fund. I know there's three oil nations, that they really, really want to get the value of their currencies up a little bit and then put them into that Arab accounting dinar basket. For those of you trying to figure out what the rate is for the Arab accounting dinar, just take whatever the SDR rate is and multiply it times 3, which I think is somewhere around, what is it right now, $4.18? Yeah, if you got the Arab accounting dinar, but I think it's just an eternal thing between the countries when they do trade with one another is what that is. But boy, howdy, I would love it if it was for the Iraqi dinar. So good news about the salaries of the new hires. Well, there's nothing like making sure you got a job, but better than that, Nothing's better than having a new job and also making sure they pay you. Good Lord. Members of the Financial Committee, Tamimi, announced on Thursday, Bashra, regarding the salaries of the new hires. Heck, man, they just barely took care of the problem with their retirees. Now they got to deal with the new hires. Tamimi said in a statement received by the Iraqi News that the salaries of the new hires will be funded by the blessed Eat-A-Lot. That's how you say that. So I remember how to say this. It sounds like eat a lot. Okay, so stating that after their details and daily follow-ups and their contacts with the Ministry of Finance in the Departments of Budget and Finance until the end of the working day on Thursday, May 21st, will be completed. The procedures of the four directors sent their books to the county department to finance them, provided that the funding does not exceed 1/12 of the 2019 budget for several ministries, including education, culture, justice, and electricity. Okay, so look, again, they're getting their ducks in a row. I literally was just talking to a friend of mine about this. He said, look, he's been in this for a long time, you guys. It's 12 years he's invested in Iraqi Dinar, and he's pretty good about watching the news, but even he is saying this is a lot different than he used to be in the past. Now, we said that about 2019. It seemed to me like they got a lot of their things, got their ducks in a row. We've never seen so much excitement like we did in 2019. And then all of a sudden, somebody just let the air out of ourselves. So it's hard not to get excited again because it looks, once again, where we are. The government's getting into place. We need to get their budget going. Outside investors to come in. Protesters stop protesting. I like the fact that Blashard from the United Nations has been spending a lot of time over there. This is a good sign. Let's hope that it keeps going, okay? So the Rashad bank announces the continuation of the salaries for employees on Friday and Saturday. So the bank announced that the branches will start operating on the coming Friday and Saturday in order to pay the salaries of employees of the State Department whose financing instruments have arrived. The bank said in a statement, received a copy of it, that employees with electronic payment cards can receive their salaries from our branch network. Remember last year when everybody said, oh, we're waiting for the Q cards because once the Q card comes, that's when the rate was going to change. It seems to me like every time something popped up, oh, that was going to cause the rate change. Nope, that wasn't going to cause it. Nope, once the ministry gets in there. Nope, once the prime minister's in there. Nope, once they get the Q cards in there. Nope, once I was like, good Lord, man. Everything to everybody makes them think the rate is going to change. Here's all I could say about this. Sit back, relax. It's going to happen. But if you're waking up every day wanting to quit your job, after a while it's going to wear on you, because that's what was happening to me for a little bit there. I was like, come on, man, I'm so tired of my job. I just want to quit. I know a lot of you guys do too. Baghdad borrows from 3 banks to secure employee salary. So this looks internal. A source of the Iraq cabinet revealed on Thursday that the government resorts to borrowing from 3 government banks to secure employee salaries for the months of May and June next. So what happens after that? Maybe once the IMF gets here, meets with the United Nations and sits down with the new government of Iraq, maybe they could talk about, changing the rate. Let's help them out. Give them more purchasing power. We will see. But this is interesting that it only goes through June. Why not the rest of the year? Just throwing that out there. The source pointed out that the Ministry of Finance took the financial loans from the bank and real estate banks after the approval of the Council of Ministries of the government resorted to borrowing to secure the operations budget. Okay, so look, we already know a lot of this stuff. We've already seen a lot of what's going on here. We know that they hit the country took a pretty good hit between the coronavirus, the oil war, as well as the government not being formed in a timely fashion. Things weren't looking too good, but they seem to be doing really well. As a matter of fact, oil prices continue to go up. That's what we're looking for. Look at this. Look at the smile on this guy's face, man. He knows he's got it going on. So, Prime Minister Kazami received a phone call from the United States of Energy. Okay, congratulating him on assuming the presidency of the government, expressing his aspirations to strengthen the economical relations between the two countries, especially in the field of energy. Now, there was a rumor that Iraq was going to build one of the world's largest solar farms. And they got plenty of desert to do that, make no doubt about it. But I think the problem is you have too many, what do you want to call them? Too many people who are steering up the pot out there, that I think that in order for that to be successful, you'd really have to guard it, because people would just be smashing it up. You know what I'm talking about? Those militia fighters out there, those proxy fighters, they would do it just to spite the people of Iraq, and that's not what we want. But look, Kademi wants outside investors, especially from the United States, to come in and start doing what they can to open up different businesses there in Iraq. I agree with it 100%, because we've been saying it for a long time. Energy is definitely one of the fields in the area that Iraq needs help in. Now, we know Siemens from Germany got a contract to go in there and started whipping up the parts that they needed to put their energy grid up. And I could have swore about 6 months ago, I read an article that they had a huge chunk of that done, and I have not heard more since then. Anyways, for the most part, look at you guys. I don't know. There's a lot of weird rumors going around, as usual, in the Iraqi Dinar community. To me, I think we're just sitting back, just watching, keep an eye. Our boy Al-Kademi, he is not joking. He is really just very aggressive about getting what he needs to get done and putting things into shape there real quick. So let's keep our fingers crossed that this happens. But people keep asking me, do you really think the rate's going to change? Yeah, of course it is. I absolutely believe in it. Okay, that's why I hold it. As a matter of fact, if I'm being honest, this paycheck come on Friday, I'm grabbing another 200,000 of it while I can, because it seems to be selling out all the time. Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you guys. That's what's going on. It looks like Al-Kademi starting to look like the Superman of Iraq. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.